Okay, so just before the 6th war of the season, just a little sneak peek at a featured I opened, figured I'd throw it in, why not. Fortunately, that was my second attempt at the featured, and a 6-star America Chavez was followed by that 6-star Rogue. Not a bad champ, but I have so many good champs in the mutant class, as I'm sure most people do. So it is very difficult to spare any resources to even play about with her at all. So fortunately, no Hercules, no Spider-Man 99, no any of the really fun champs. But getting into this is War 6 of the season against CADBL, and I do 5 fights this war. Again, this is also being recorded after we've just finished our 8th war of the season, and yeah, first fight, as you've seen so far, is going really smoothly. It's Claire against Cat Marvel movie. There isn't really much worry here, except that if you use maybe more traditional mystics, you're nullifying her buffs a lot more frequently, and therefore giving her a lot more power that you have to be aware of. But Claire, obviously with the buff immunity, doesn't count towards that and doesn't give the power. So if you keep her in the poison phase, you can manage the power with the power drains of the special too. And with the fact that Cat Marvel movie is immune to poison, you're constantly being given your power back. So really easy fight to start off with. This one I was a little bit more worried. I was told to take it with either Claire or Warlock. It was up to me who I preferred, and to just put a Wags pre-fight on it for the safer parries and just general safety net. Other than that, pretty much just trying to not bait too many special ones from her, which could send her into the hunt quicker and make her much more annoying to deal with. And yeah, I think this fight does go pretty smoothly on the whole. It is another solo, and yeah, there's not really too much else to say. Alright, third fight of the war, and it is a tricky one. It's Domino on this Footloose kinetic transference node. Of course, with Untouchable, she is trickier here. And yeah, this is the second time I'm taking her here this season. I obviously took her in an earlier fight, in an earlier war. And that one, as you'll remember, went nice and clean. This one doesn't go so smoothly. I will let us see what the result is, but it is a lot shakier. There's no willpower, so that doesn't help. Neither does eating a special one to the face like that. And yeah, just generally a lot more goes wrong. Take a special 2 to the face. Thank goodness I had the armor up. Well, that would have been a death because they would have crit. But obviously, as was pointed out by a member in our battle group, when Warlock has armor up, crits don't work against him, so as you can see, recover it, power back boosts doing their work, Warlock melting. And yeah, well, that was nearly another death, but thankfully we got through it. That's the second time fighting her this season, I think the 4th overall, and I do take her in the next war, so we'll see how that goes. If I learn from from this war's mistakes, or if it goes even worse somehow. But yeah, going on to the next fight, this is fight number 5 now, I think. Sorry, fight number 4 of the war. This is Claire versus Ghost. It's pretty easy. You've got 3 nullifiers to work with for any rage. Furies are triggering, so I actually didn't bother to remove boost. Usually you don't want to be boosted for rage because you want to keep your damage down, but I knew with Claire I'll have a power start boost still from the domino fight, so I will just go into this one, get to the special 2 and stop the Furies that way, and be able to build Claire's charges back, because I'll be hitting her hard enough in while the buff immunity's up, which will trigger Furies that then fail because of buff immunity, and therefore give me charges back to ensure I can keep nullifying her. And yeah, Claire makes this a nice smooth fight. So the 5th and final fight this war is a Magneto. Now, he's got power focus 2 and aggression prowess, so it's quite obvious where he can go wrong here. His special 2s hit very hard. You take 1 and you're dead. Like, it doesn't really even matter how many prowess he's built up. I think pretty much more often than not, you're going to be dead. So I think I do slap on invulnerability. Boost, sorry. Gosh, so scared of Magneto, I'm losing my voice. But no, so I think I did slap on invulnerability boost just to be safe. But thankfully, I don't even have to bait out any special 2s in the end. He throws his special 1s fairly freely. Probably there's a few times where he takes his own sweet time, and I'm watching the prowess go up and think, oh no, if I'm going to have to push him to a special 2, I'm going to regret this. But generally, gets maybe up to 5 or 6, I think, at most. And I can bring the prowesses back down right after baiting that special 1. So yeah, this fight follows pretty much the same sequence of just me doing some hits into him, baiting out special 1s, using the special 2s, staying in Hellfire the whole time because that's where the damage is at for Claire. And yeah, in the end, a comfortable fight, and there was nothing really to fear. So yeah, nice clean finish there to ensure all solos. And here's just a funny little snippet of me seeing Strands go in and asking if he needs a pre-fight, but he gets the fight down so quick that I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. Another solid performance from our battle group there with just the 2 deaths, and overall from the Alliance, we made it a 3rd straight win to put us, I think 4-2 up for the season. Yeah, 4-2 up for the season after the first 6 wars. A very strong position to be at the halfway point, and with them all being tier 1 wars, being the main benefit over last season where we spent a lot of it in tier 2. All tier 1 wars, 4-2 up for the season. We were looking very solid in Masters and confident. So yeah, that's all for this one. Nothing much else to say other than tight war, good performance of the other Alliance, and yeah, we snuck the win that I think we could quite confidently say we deserved. See you in the next one.